Well guys, if you watched my other video, you know that the situation escalated towards the end a little bit. My wife wasn't really happy with me buying the Jeep, and especially with not telling her about it. Well, I'm still in the doghouse. At least I got company, right? So today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you on the tour of this Jeep, and I'm gonna tell you of why I bought it and what I plan to do with it. So what I want to do with this Jeep is what every Jeep owner wants to do, is I want to update it, modify it, make it look cool, make it look rugged. I also want to take it to some of the mud holes here in Florida, and I need your help. I mean, this is my first Jeep project. I have never worked on a Jeep in my life before, and to save money, I intend to do a lot of the work myself. So let's check this out. Before we get into any of the updates and modifications that I plan to do, let's check it out and let's see what this Jeep is. So, hey, who's in that car? How'd you guys get in here? What are you doing? Where are you going? where are you guys going?
Hey, close the door.
Close the door, but where are you going?
The park.
To the park? Are you taking your sister with you?
Yes.
Do you know he doesn't know how to drive, do you know?
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys take your own Jeep? Gonna take your own Jeep? You gonna take Dad's Jeep?
Yes.
Okay. I know you're a talker, but don't talk too much. Well, here, one of the things, guys, the neighbor came in and gave us what? A rubber ducky. You know why? Because he has a Jeep too. He has a Jeep, and this is from one Jeep owner to the other. It's an act of kindness. That's pretty cool. It was very nice of him. So he just put it on my dashboard. This is awesome. So coming back to this, you know, 35s, if you think that this is the wrong size, let me know, and let me know why. I want to get these bumpers a little bit more aggressive. I want to get rid of the side steps on the side, maybe get some rock guards at the bottom on it. And, you know, it came with parts of the soft top, but not the frame, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I mean, we're in Florida. We're getting to the point where this is going to be a lot of fun driving. Hey, guys.
We're already at the park.
You already at the park? All right, that's awesome. So here's the, you know, so first of all, the lights have been updated on it. Here's my neighbor with the Jeep. Hey, Joe. so yeah, it's the lights have been updated. You know, the engine starts, you know, which is a good thing. It does have some, you know, rattles and squeaks, but I guess that's normal for a Jeep. Here's where the daddy, yeah, I know. This was here. Thank you, baby. So now the water level was down to here only. So that makes me hopeful that it hasn't caused any more damage than what I can see. You know, let's take a look at the engine and let's see what we see, you know, under the hood in here. So this is the JK 2010, so it does have 3.8 liter V6, and it looks like, even if you look really far down, the only thing that I can see there's rust for is at the very, very bottom on it. And I'm actually gonna get down there with the power washer and try to get as much of that off, and then start preparing it and probably rust proofing it and painting it, and that's where I think I could use some help with. I did some research on some products that I'm thinking of using, but I also open to suggestion as I haven't done that before. Now, if you've seen the wheel and tire setup, now the Highlander edition's got a little bit bigger tires. I think they're 32s, and you know, there is quite a bit of rust underneath here. Now, based on the Carfax history, the car spent most of its life in Florida here and at Sanibel Island. So even though you see a lot of the surface rust, that's all that there is. I knocked with the hammer on a lot of those components on there, and they're solid as they can be. Of course, there's rust on the brakes, so we're gonna have to address that. And the tire's starting to get a little bit of a dry rot, so that's gonna be my excuse to put some new wheels, tires, and the suspension on it. So I'm not really completely, you know, struck down by what's happening in here, because I always wanted to lift one anyway, so I'm thinking 3.5 inch lift on it, 35-inch tires. There you go. This is my neighborhood, guys. There you go. Yep. A lot of gear heads here. I want to fit in. All right, so where the water level was right here. But when I opened the door, okay, there's sand, right? The car was at Sanibel Island, so there's a lot of sand over here. But if you lift this up, okay, this is damp. It's not wet, but I think there's a little bit of water in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all of the carpeting from here, wash it, clean it up, and see if I wanna put it back in, or maybe just leave it open and do some rust proofing, like rhino liner or something like this on here. The seats seem in a pretty decent shape. Of course, they need a lot of cleaning, and of course, I have a lot of footprints because my kids got in here and just, you know, started jumping all over this vehicle. You know, as far as I know, everything works. I did try the air conditioning, that works, radio works. So, I mean, as far as that, everything seems to be in working order. There's a little bit of damage right here, okay. I bet that this happened at the auction when the vehicle was moved. Those guys really are so tight over there, and they have those huge machines that they're moving it with. Okay, other than that, I mean, the hard top is in pretty good shape. Came in with pieces of soft top, but it's missing the frame, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. This is it. Well, I tell you what, let's get it started so you can see that it actually runs. Where do I have the key? And of course, as it is in Florida, the Mother Nature is trying to help me out with you know, raining in here, but that's not really what I want to see today. Well, you know, it looks like it's going to be another maybe 5-10 minutes and we're going to be back to normal. So I'll get to washing this vehicle underneath. But, you know, as I said, let me show you that it actually starts. So, it came with the key. Actually, I was surprised because I didn't expect it to have power windows and door locks, but it does. And starts right up. Radio works. I'm gonna turn it down. So as you can see, you know, it does have check engine light. Hope you can see it right there. And so what I did is I bought this thing over. It's basically a code reader that connects to your phone, and you're going to be able to read the codes that it got stored in the computer, hopefully, and that it, you know, we're going to help you diagnose it. So this is the AutoFix 3210. This is the manufacturer that does a lot of code readers and did have pretty good reviews. So we're going to see if it's worth anything. So I downloaded the app on my phone, and it tells me the first thing that I need to do is start the engine. The second thing is plug this thing into the OBD2 port. So any of the vehicles that were produced, I believe, after 1996 have the OBD2 port, and it's usually located somewhere underneath the dashboard. And you know, let's get underneath here and let's check it out where this one is. Okay, so that's basically where it's at. I need to just align it and push it in, and see the little light came on. So hopefully we're going to be able to see that through the app. Now the app, you know, you scan that QR code basically on your here, it just connected. So look at this, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure. So battery check, it's got the 14-volt battery. I'm gonna do start, turn off the vehicle, then click OK. All right. I'm gonna click OK here. Okay, I'm gonna start the engine. Okay. Minimum voltage, engine off, voltage 12.6, max voltage. Looks like it's a pretty darn good battery over here. So let's see, in order to be able to use the app normally, please allow to use the access photos on your device permissions. Okay, I'm not sure why they need my photos, but okay, let's do that. Recognizing vehicle agreement, please wait. Okay, so we want to see what the trouble code is. Detecting in progress, please wait. All right, so what do we have here? Those are evap codes, right? So evap system leak detected, very small leak. So it gives you the background of it says missing or loose fuel cap, incorrect fuel filler cap use, filler cap remains open or fails to close, foreign matter caught in fuel filler cap, evaporative emission canister or fuel tank leaks. So this is actually not bad. And then if you want to get more information on it, it takes you to Google, and here's the first one, OBD2 trouble code, small leak detected in evap system, and then I can read on that. So actually it makes me feel a little bit better, but let's see what other codes are in there. So I'm going to clear this code. Okay, try to clear code in the ignition state and diagnostic mode respectively. Okay, so the second code that we have, again, it's this basically the same thing. So P0440, P0456, and P0440. So actually, this is a good thing. It might be that the engine hasn't been affected at all. I don't have to replace the exhaust system or the catalytic converters or anything like this. Just maybe get a new fuel cap, put it on, see if it's clean it, and see if it's gonna get it off. So I'm really happy that this is what happened. So guys, so what I've done is I actually checked the gas cap, and it wasn't on correctly, so it was very, very loose. So I cleaned it off a little bit, tightened it up until it clicked a few times, click the clear code, and now the code is not on. So we'll see. You know, we'll wait a little bit. Sometimes it takes for it a little bit for it to come back on, but let's hope that this actually fixed the issue. So that would be awesome. So the engine revs up pretty good, no problems there. Everything works as far as I see. The radio works, displays everything. So we have the fan that's working, the AC that kicks in. So I mean, that's really, really good news so far over here. Now the vehicle does shift. I checked it out. It shifts into the drive, reverse. I drove it around the block, and then it does also shift into the four-wheel drive high and four-wheel drive low. So I did check that and make sure that that engages. So we're gonna get to cleaning of this vehicle, and that's gonna be a big part of what I'm gonna do today. And then next video, I'm gonna show you what I have, and we're gonna change the oil and do some of the other maintenance stuff. So stay tuned, and of course I welcome any and all of the advices that you have.